Why the fuck am I here, bro? I fucking hate this job. All right. This courtroom is now in session. Everyone shut the fuck up. We're here for the case of FEV Leo, the defendant of this side, versus the plaintiffs on this side of the world, basically. For whatever this case is, hurry up and explain it, plaintiff. I don't have time for this shit.
Thank you, Your Honor. In representation of every Barca hater and every person in the world, oh God, we are accusing the man in front of us of being a lying sack of shit because of all the wrong shit he said so far, apparently saying things like, and I quote, Barcelona are the best team in the world, better than Real Madrid in first place, Real Madrid are second, ha ha ha. Mr. Lamine Yamal?
It's Lamine Yamal, fuckface.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you drinking right now?
So what? I can't have a drink now? What? The fuck? What is this?
Your Honor, can you do something about this? What the fuck?
I'll allow. Shut up. I'll allow it. I don't give a fuck. Proceed.
Alrighty. Saying like people like Lamine Yamal that they're better than Mohamed Salah, Vinicius Jr., Jude Bellingham, the best player in the world apparently, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And that they're gonna win the treble or some shit like that. That's why we are accusing him today, sir, and we will like him to be locked up for life. Oh God.
All right, I think I've heard enough. Defense, Mr. FEV Leo, I find you guilty for all the allegations that have been presented today. Are you ready for your punishment? Yeah, you know what I have to say? What the fuck?
Oh God.
I'm not going anywhere, motherfuckers. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Barca Talk. Episode 10. Barca lost. It's over. We're finished. League's done. He gave up. Barca lost 2-1. Goal from Rafinha. The other two fucking losers scored. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. I fucking love you. And I fucking hate it. Fuck everything. Fuck everything. Why always me? Why always me? Why? Why always? Hey, shut the fuck up! I'm trying to sleep, bitch. Get the fuck out of my room, Elmo. Tired of your shit. The fuck you say to me? Get out, motherfucker. That's my Barca lost, bitch. Fucking piece of shit, mother. Fucking hate that fucking red hair bitch. Fucking hate everything. What have I done? What have I done? What did I do to deserve this? What have I done? I've never stolen anything. Never killed anyone.
I've never done anything bad in this fucking world, and this is what I get. Give me a second.
All right. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Barca Talk. All right, I'm composed now. Fuck it. Let's just fucking talk. Give me 1 second, cause. All right, let's just talk. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Barca Talk, episode 10 of Barca Talk. Yeah, nice. Double digits. We hit double digits in the Barca Talk, and it's in this kind of situation. Yeah. So I've decided now to just make the Barca Talks after every single game. At first, I was doing it, after every 2 games or every, because, we would play a game midweek. We would like the Champions League. We would play again on the weekend. So I would just combine them too. But I'm certain you guys will prefer to see my natural reaction after a game rather than 2 or 3 days later where I have more time to think about it itself, right? So here you fucking go. As you can see from the intro and everything, I'm not happy, obviously. I don't think any Barca fan is happy right now with the current situation that Barcelona's in, and especially after today's match where Barcelona lost the game. Okay. But before we start, I just wanted to let you guys know that you better like, subscribe, favorite, hit the notification bell every time we upload. We get a notification. Yeah, whatever. Share to your local Barca fans to see if they agree with anything I'm about to say for this match. To your Real Madrid fans, so they can hate on me, fuckers. And yeah, remember, make sure you do that before everything. So go do it right now. I'm giving you 5 seconds. All right, cool. All right, let's just get right into it. Where's my phone? I need my phone. I don't know where my phone is. It's in my pocket. That's what it is. I'm delusional right now. I'm fucked. All right. So like I've said multiple times before, I usually stream the games when I have the opportunity to. Today was not one of those opportunities where I was able to stream the game because I was at work. I went to work in really early, but so I couldn't see the full match. I took my break for the first half of the game, so I was able to see the full entirety of the first half. And what a waste of a break, because I could have been doing anything else, like taking a nap or something, because I was tired as fuck. But I decided to watch my team play 45 minutes of football. And then the other half, I literally just watched like, what time is it? Like 30 minutes ago. I just finished watching the other half. So, yeah, obviously not a great game at all in whatsoever. Barcelona dropped points yet again in the league. How convenient, isn't it? Right, the last 3 league games that I don't stream, we drop points. I'm just like the good luck charm, but like I haven't been doing. I'm sorry, guys. That's all me. It's all me. Can I say? Let's start off with the lineups from Las Palmas lineups. They had Silicin in goal, ex-Barcelona player, Viti right back, Suarez, McKenna center halves, Marmol as the left back, Rodriguez, Capana, double pivot, with the midfielder of the 10, Munoz, Reich on the right, fucking that piece of shit, Sandro, Moliero on the left, and fucking Fabio Silva as their striker. And for Barcelona, we had Iñaki Peña in goal. Jusco on the right, Cubarsí, Nico Martinez at center halves, Alejandro Balde coming back finally, playing at the left back, double pivot of Pedri and Gavi with the 10, Fermin Lopez, Rafinha on the right, Pablo Torre on the left, and Lewandowski up top. Yes, I said his name this time. As you can probably tell from a bunch of previous last videos, I don't think I've said his name once. I've always called him Lewandowski. But today I'm calling him Lewandowski because the performance he put up today, he doesn't deserve to be called Lewandowski, honestly. But yeah. let's get right into it. So obviously, when you look at the lineups, I'm still not 100% sure what happened to Danny Olmo. I thought he was fine. I don't know. I did say in the last Barca talk that I thought he was kind of out of rhythm. He probably was not fully fit because his last two performances were very underwhelming and not good enough. I'm holding this shit in my hand right now. It's a stress thing, whatever. Um, so I was like kind of thinking like I wasn't sure what happened to him because he didn't start this game, and I would expect it since he's back fully fit. Apparently, then he'd be starting the game. So I haven't seen any news. There probably were news, but I just didn't check or anything. But I'm not 100% sure what happened to Dani Olmo. So if any of you know, let me know in the comments, or I just find out after later. But I don't know what happened to Dani Olmo. So obviously we had to start with Fermin and or Pablo Torre, to be honest, because we also got Ferran Torres back. We got finally Lamine Yamal back after his 3 game injury, 4 game. I don't know. He's been like 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks without him. Finally, he's back. He was on the bench today. Obviously, he wouldn't have gone in the start because he just came back. Gotta be cautious with him. Ferran Torres was another guy that we got back on the bench. And yeah, so there's not really much anyone else we can really think of starting because I wouldn't really want. I always want to see Pedri play as the double in a double pivot, play him as the 8 rather than the 10. I prefer much rather see him play as the 8. I don't want to see him play as a 10, not because he's not good at it. It's just because I want him to be involved in every aspect of the game, and doing that, he needs to be playing as an 8. So um, I had no problem. I really had no problem with the lineup because Pablo Torres is for sure one player I wanted to see more of because there's games he impressed, and then obviously there was other games where he didn't impress. But I definitely wanted to see more of him to see what he's got, if he still has anything to prove, anything to show. And today, no, not really. And Firmino is obviously the other 10 that we have besides Dani Olmo who can replace him. But yeah, so I wasn't too mad with the lineup. Obviously, having Alejandro Balde back was, you know, amazing. Just because Gerard Martin, as much as he had a okay game against Brest, it doesn't change anyone's opinion of how mid to bad he is as a left back for Barcelona. So I was 100% happy to see Alejandro Balde back, and obviously every other position was the same. Obviously, Casado, the only main man missing from our starting 11 that we've had for the last couple weeks because of his red card. So Gavi got the start for this game, which again I'm not too fussed about. I would like to see Frankie play a little bit more, but again, at the same time, Frankie hasn't helped himself massively these last couple of weeks every time he's come in because he hasn't been amazing. So what else? What else can we ask for, right? Flick has to deal with the players he has right now. And to be honest, it's not like he's missing a whole bunch of players either. So putting up the excuse that we don't have a fully fit team really isn't much of an excuse us Barca fans can put up, honestly, because we have everyone. The only players we're really missing is Christensen and Araujo, Inter Stegen, obviously. But besides that, there's not really an excuse to say, oh, we don't have a fully fit team or we don't have the players capable of stepping in. Obviously, Dani Olmo's another one too, but we have enough players to step up and do something for us. Score goals, create chances, something. Get us the wins when we need it. We have the players. So the excuse of and not having a fully fit team is just no one can bring that up, honestly, as a Barca fan. But let's talk about that first half. First half, honestly, very disappointing half. Like I said, I watched it during my break and I wish I took a nap instead because that shit was boring. And on top of that, we were bad. We were terrible, terrible, terrible. We created nothing. I don't think we took a shot the first half. I can't remember one single shot that we took the whole first half on target, and we just giving up fluky balls. We like there was no cohesion with the team. No one It looked like no one understood each other. It just looked like there was no flow. Nothing was working for Barcelona. Every time they tried to attack, it just went to shit. Everyone, for some reason, was just terrified to have the ball or do something or create something. Every time they got the ball, like a Rafinha, like a Fermin, like a Pablo Torre, every time they just try to pass it. They didn't try to do something for themselves. They didn't try to take it on. Especially Rafinha that first half. He wasn't great. I expected more from Rafinha in that first half. Second half was different, but obviously the first half is where you need to, you have your most energy, you're fresh and everything, so you need to do as much as you can in the first half. And I was kind of disappointed with him in the first half, but at the same time I was disappointed with every single player, especially the number 10, Fermin Lopez. Already talked about him multiple times in the past of how, as much as he has a good eye for goal, he can make those runs. If he needs someone to assist him, he needs someone to help him, but he's not a controller of the game. He's not a 10 whatsoever. He can't create. He can't hold on to play like the ball good enough, like a Pedri, like a Gavi, like a Casado. He's just not that kind of player. So every time he got the ball today, he just tried to rush it, make a pass, which led to no one, take a random shot, which led to nothing. So honestly, this very disappointing with him today, with his performance today. He did nothing. He did nothing today. Absolutely nothing. That's why he got hooked early on in the second half. But yeah, I expected more. I would have preferred to see Pablo Torre play the 10, but Pablo Torre was playing more of a left side, on the left side, where Rafinha would usually be when Lamine is fully fit. But again, he tried it, but he just didn't do much either. Like he tried passes, he tried to create plays, but it just wasn't enough from him either. Like he tried to do it so many times in that first half, not so many times actually. I'm tripping, but he did try it, but it just didn't work. Like it didn't work for anyone else in that first half. Lewandowski completely ghost down, did nothing. Honestly, did nothing. He again, Lewandowski, as much as he's doing very good this season in terms of goals, obviously, because that's the main thing you want from your striker. Score goals, motherfucker. Just score goals. That's all we need you for. There are just moments where you get extremely frustrated with him when he takes shit touches, when he can't link up with his players, when he just looks like an extra man on the pitch that's doing nothing. Just looks like we're playing with 10 players with him because he just did nothing in that first half and in general the whole game. But that first half was terrible from him. Another player that I'm very disappointed about was Gavi. Gavi's performance was not great whatsoever, especially since we know the Gavi that before injury we knew the Gavi, what Gavi that we loved, the Gavi that we loved, the Gavi that we fell in love with. That aggressive beast that would just recover balls like crazy. Obviously, he's always been a hot-headed kind of guy, but there were always moments where his hot-headedness will benefit him more than it would, put him down. And that baller, honestly, baller, because the Gavi that we saw from 2 seasons ago compared to last season was completely different. Not last season, 2 seasons ago, I should say. Under Xavi, he was amazing. He was incredible. Before his injury too, he was incredible. I'm not sure. I don't think it's just a major thing to do with injury, but I don't know. He looked kind of slow. He just didn't look. He just had trouble controlling the ball. I don't think he works as a double pivot with Pedri. I think he should play. I don't even want to say the 10, but like play. I think he's better playing like an 8 role, like where Pedri is, where you obviously cannot take Pedri out, because when it came to Pedri, Frank, when we play under Xavi, Pedri, Frankie, Busquets playing the midfield, and he would play the false nine or the false winger playing on the left, but he would drift to the middle, drift to the left, like he was everywhere, right? So that was his best position. That's where we saw a greatness from him. And now playing him as a double pivot, it just doesn't seem like it's gonna work, honestly, because as much as you need to be very good defensive wise. You have to be very good at holding up play and trying to be creative as much as you can. But I don't know. I don't know if it's just something that Gavi can't do, or it's just post injury syndrome. I don't know. Like he just needs to recover fully, or he just needs to get more game rhythm in. But I don't know. He just did not impress me in the slightest. He gave up stupid balls. He committed so many fouls in that first half, which it was pissing me off because there were stupid fouls, like stupid fouls to give up. There was no point. So I was kind of very disappointed with him in the first half. Pedri, I had no problem with Pedri. I think he was pretty decent. I think he controlled the tempo as much as he could. Try to dictate plays and try to help his team as much as possible. But like the same situation, like I explained in the last video, when you were like with Bellingham, you're putting up a good performance, but your teammates aren't helping you. That's exactly what happened today. Pedri put up a good performance, for me at least, but didn't get the help that he needed from his teammates because he recovered a lot of balls. He took on players when he needed to, and he tried to be creative as much as possible. He gave Rafinha the assist with that pass. Uh, people want to say, "Oh, it was just a pass, a simple pass," but he passed it in between two players, and Rafinha turned and shot. But he did that multiple times during the game. But it just was a factor of the player that were receiving the ball just took a shit touch, took a shit turn, took a heavy touch. I don't know, because I know Pedri always gets a good pass in, a delicate pass for you to control it easily as much as you could. And the players just weren't doing it for him. But I think Pedri in general had a really good game. In that first half, he's pretty decent too. But yeah, not much to say about Pedri. Pedri's always a baller. I can't really ever complain about him. One of the main sparks in the game, for me at least, before he came off, was Alejandro Balde. I think Alejandro Balde was the main guy for us in that half to attack as much as he could. He tried it multiple times, tried to advance forward as much as he could. Every time he got the ball, he tried to create something. He tried to do something. I actually liked him in the first half. And then he came off in the 26th minute for Gerard Martin. And I'm like, yeah, it's done. That left side is going to be completely useless because as much as you have Martin there, you also have the likes of Pablo Torre, who wasn't doing amazing. So you just knew there was going to be no creativity. That's why Rafinha at times started drifting more to the left, try to do something from the left because the left was completely useless as much as the right was useless with Jules Koundé. Wow, I don't understand what's happening with him because last game he wasn't incredible. Defensively wise, I would say against Brest he was good, but attacking wise, off it. And today he was off it in both aspects, especially with the likes of oh no, I'm bugging. I was thinking about Sandro, but wait, did he go? No, he didn't go against. I'm tweaking. But yeah, Jules Conde, terrible. No link up today. Absolutely no link up. He just looked like he didn't, like it was the first time playing with his teammates. He just looked like he didn't understand them at all. He didn't know what to do. Every time he tried 1-2, try to make diagonal runs. Oh, not diagonal. Try to make overlapping runs, I should say. He kept fucking up. He kept fucking up. And like, he tried, I don't remember. I can't even remember a single cross that he tried because nothing was working for him at all. Like he kept losing balls. He can't make him late runs. He can't make early runs. He just kept messing up. And his teammates, I could see around him, were getting frustrated with him. Even when Yamal came on, like he was getting frustrated with him. Like he just put up a bad performance today. I don't understand what happened with him for these last couple games. Like he just hasn't been the same Jusconde that we've seen in the early part of the season or a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if it has to do with not having Lamine Yamal fully accessible to him to help him out. But even then, like you have to step up and do what you need to do, even with one player's missing. But it's obvious that with him and Lamine, they have a good linkage with each other and they understand each other very well. In these last couple games, he obviously hasn't had him, so hopefully that he's back now. He can improve, but today he had an awful game. Awful game. When it comes to Kubarsi and Inigo, I think Kubarsi was the best of the two. Inigo, not a great performance either. He gave up a lot of balls. He got cooked by Sandro in one part of the first half. And honestly, he just wasn't fully sharp today. If I should say, he wasn't sharp as you would normally see him. He gave up a lot of balls with his try to make passes and stuff. Like Inigo wasn't great today. Inigo wasn't great today, but Kubarsi I think had an excellent game in my opinion. You can disagree, like people might not disagree because of the goal, but or the second goal, but I don't think that's much of his fault. But I think that out of the two, the whole defense in general, I think Kubarsi was the best out of the four. Let me know if you guys agree or not, but that's just my opinion. And Yaki Pena, I don't even want to talk about that fucking. Calm down. All right, let's just talk about Yaki Pena in the second half. But yeah, first half not good enough. We didn't do much. We didn't do much at all. Again, I don't think we took a shot on target the whole first half. I was very disappointed with that first half in general, and I was I guess like every single Barca fan was screaming, "Bring Lamine on, bring Lamine on, bring Lamine on," because we need some creativity, we need some spark, we need something, especially on the right side. We need something. We need something to happen because the amount of balls we lost, the shit pressing that we did in that game. Whew, wow, Las Palmas got through us a bunch of times easily. We lost so many duels. We just weren't. Our pressing was just terrible in the whole game. Nah, it wasn't good enough. And what I mean like pressing was terrible. Obviously, we recovered a lot of balls. I think we pretty sure we had a lot of more possession than them. Yes, but they're like a lot of their main attacks and a lot of the dangerous attacks came from shit pressing, came from shit marking, man marking. It was all off today. It wasn't amazing at all. That's why Las Palmas got those 2 goals. But yeah. So yeah, first half was terrible. Honestly, very terrible. Obviously, changes were 100% needed for that second half. I was thinking for sure bringing Lamin for either Pablo Torre and Fermin because they were both awful. Not good enough. Fermin, terrible. Like I knew for sure he had to be one of the first to go. And Gavi too. I was thinking, yeah, Gavi probably shouldn't continue because of the performance he's putting up. And if I'm not mistaken, he had a yellow. I don't remember, but no, I for sure one of them. And obviously put Rafinha back on the left or something because with Martin there, we're not going to really do much. That left side is going to be completely useless with him trying to make overlapping runs or trying to help in the attack. He's just never going to do it because he just isn't good enough. So for sure we expect the changes in the second half, and we got the changes that we all wanted. We got Lamine Yamal in the second half. So now let's talk about the second half. Second half, Lamine Yamal comes on for fuck me. Was it Pablo Torre? Was it Pablo Torre? Yeah, it was for Pablo Torre. Lamine comes on, and well, yeah, we expected more. Didn't get as much as we wanted, to be honest. I don't think Lamine. I mean, Lamine, like obviously, he just came back from injury. He just came back from celebrating the Golden Boy. He just came back from taking the time off, playing the game and shit, right? So expecting him to come back and fully do it is kind of too much, a little bit too much to ask. But at the same time, when your whole team is playing bad, you're the only spark there is to like bring us some type of hope. And at times he did, but most of the time he just didn't. Again, Lamine just when he came on, he just didn't look sharp enough. He just didn't look like he was ready to like fully fit, or not fully fit, but I just like it was just like again not being sharp enough and not being attentive enough for what was happening in that game because he just gave up a lot of balls. I remember like there was a sequence of like 3 passes where he just gave it up to the other team, making terrible passes. One-on-one situations, he was getting kind of getting locked up. He didn't do much with those. The times that he did get through, didn't create much or didn't put a well of enough shot to score or anything. But yeah, Lamine wasn't too great when he came on, so I was kind of disappointed with that because I was just looking at him to give him the ball and do something. And it's still incredible. Like every time he got the ball, I was like, something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen. Like it's like that feeling you get when you give the ball to Neymar, when you give the ball to Messi, when you give the ball to Ronaldo, when you give the ball to one of these players that you know are great and can do something. Every time he got the ball, I was like, all right, something's gonna happen. We're gonna score right now. But unfortunately, he just didn't do it today. He just didn't do it today. And I don't think it's just like I don't think it's to blame for the teammates playing like shit around him. I think he just wasn't putting in the Lamine performance that we usually get from him. So yeah, disappointed with that, but I'm not gonna blame him fully because he just came back from injury. He needs his game rhythm back. So Lamine gets a pass for today, at least for me. Uh, Again, that left side was completely and utterly useless with Martin. Every time trying to make overlap runs, nothing worked for him. And every time he did get through, he put up a shit pass. So it was completely useless on that left side for him, and in general for us because we just kept playing on the right, kept giving it to Lamine, trying to do something. And early on, we saw great substitutions, but before the substitutions, we got scored on 1-0 by Sandro. Who do I blame for my goal? Obviously, I blame the whole team in general. Obviously, you can probably blame Inigo Martinez a bit for that, for getting his back exposed like that. But sorry, I don't know what the fuck that was. But I blame it 100% on the team. They just completely, from their own side, from their own half, from their own box, completely outplayed us right there. Great passes, great sequence of passes, great one touches, did what they needed to do, got from their box all the way to our side, and boom, scored. And a great goal, too. A great goal. I don't know if we had a player like Thiago Corta in there. I know for a fact that would have not gone in, but we have Iñaki Peña, so I can't really say much. But yeah, great passing. Pedri had some fault in there too because he just didn't press the guy who was in the middle, who gave the pass to Sandro, if I'm not mistaken, who was behind. No, I don't think it was to Sandro. It was just someone. I don't know. But I know Pedri just didn't press well enough, and they got to our half. A great pass to Sandro, who was in behind, and it was just Kobarsi and Inigo Martinez all by themselves trying to make the transition run, which wasn't going to work because there's already one behind you, and there was other two waiting for to get a sweaty or something. So it was pretty much a 3v2 or 2v2. I forgot what, but I'm pretty sure it was a 3v2 because Martin was pressing so high up, marking no one. So he kept that side completely open. And the same with Jules Kunde. Like it was just Inigo and Kubarsi running back, trying to save us. And honestly, a great finish from Sandro, and fucking for celebrating. And but again, like I said, if we had a world class goalkeeper like a Kubarsi, I don't know, maybe a Chesney who's on the bench who still hasn't played a single minute. Who knows? That probably would have not gone in, to be honest, because I don't think it was an incredible, unsavable shot either. But I'm not a goalkeeper, so what is my opinion matters. But yeah, shit goal to give up early on in the second half. Disappointing. And at that point, Barcelona needed to wake the fuck up. Did they? A little bit, but not enough to win the game, honestly. All right, yeah. After that, we just kept pressing, we just kept attacking, but at the same time, they kept getting through us easily. I don't know. I think it's just one of those games where we just were very unlucky at the same time. Like a lot of the rebounds just went back to them. But at the same time, our pressing was just terrible. We like double teamed them a lot of times. They still got through us. We triple teamed them. We did everything we could in the press, and they still got through us fairly easily, which is kind of sauce from Barcelona's end. And obviously, our high line was still kind of working. We were pressing very high up and still recovering a lot of balls, but at the same time, it wasn't good enough because there were a lot of times where they did get through, like in their second goal. But before they got their second goal, a goal from Rafinha, a beautiful goal from Rafinha. Pedri gives the ball to Rafinha. Rafinha turns and shoots it bottom right with a good power because Sillerson was saving basically everything. So that kind of shot was impressive when he gets it past from that distance too. So great goal from Rafinha to put us to tie up the game 1-1 and hopefully make the comeback and win the game. But we all know that didn't happen. You know how ass it is rewatching a game when you know you lost already. You know how ass it is because you're just looking at everything, like every mistake, you just disappointed, like knowing like how the fuck did we lose this? Because there were so many opportunities in that game where we could have scored. We could have scored, and we just wasted it completely. Early on in the second half, I think 55th minute, Flick decides to make three changes with Frenkie de Jong, Ferran Torres, and Hector Ford. So Jules Koundé coming off for Hector Ford, Gavi coming off for Frankie, and Ferran Torres coming on for Fermin. That's one thing I like to see. I like to see about Flick. Making decisions early on like that when things are not working. Take out the guys who are not doing it, and put on the guys who can do something different. Because again, in that early half of this, in the second half, Jules Koundé was terrible. Gavi, again, from his performance from the first half and probably the second half, just wasn't great enough. And Fermin wasn't doing anything at all. So changes were needed, and I'm glad that he woke up to that. Woke up to the reality and made some changes, early on because, some managers wait to the 70th minute, 80th minute to do something like Xavi did a lot of times. So I'm glad that he took the initiative to make a change early on to try to change the game up. With the substitutions, I think Frankie, I don't think he really put a bad foot in, but at the same time, I don't think he was incredible either. Ferran Torres, again, same thing. He just wasn't great. He just wasn't great either. Like he had some chances too, had some opportunities to make some good plays, but I don't know if he's just because again game rhythm or whatever. But I wasn't like very too pissed with him either. But he just wasn't great either. And Hector Ford, I think you can blame him a little bit for the second goal, but at the same time, when I see Hector Ford, I know his ability. I know he's very good technically, so I expected a little bit more from him, which we didn't get because a lot of times we just get every time he got the ball, he just gave it to Lamine. He's like, "Here, do something." Like the whole team basically, they just gave it to Lamine and hoped he would do something. But at the same time, you just saw that Lamine wanted the ball at all times. He wanted to do something, but it just didn't really work out today. And yeah, so after that first goal, we're pressing, we're active. We recovered so many balls. We were doing very well. We were doing very well, getting to the box. Making sure they didn't attack us too many times. But at the same time, we just weren't doing enough to get into the goal to score. We just wasted so many opportunities too. We just wasted so many opportunities. But yeah, they get their second goal, 67th minute, from a great. No. You cannot convince me that he meant to make that pass. There is no fucking way. That guy who made that pass, Javier Munoz. You can't convince me that he made that pass to Fabio Silva. You can't convince me like that. Because there was a guy running behind him by himself. So I know for a fact that Munoz guy was trying to switch it over to him, but he mishit it completely. But what a mishit. What a mishit, because if you thought that like that was like a Messi who did that, you would think, wow, genius. But I know that guy tried to switch it over to Munoz and fucked it up. But that fuck up still led to something great because it looked like a very amazing through ball. Fabio Silva caught Forts from behind and Kubarsi. And again, good finish. To Iñaki Peña's left. So very unsavable for that one. That one I can't really say, oh, you should have saved that and like that. Yeah, it just looked like there was no way he could save that, to be honest. But yeah, 2-1, and from there, nothing. Obviously, there's going to be one controversy in that, or two, I should say, two controversies after that. But at the same time, we can't really rely on controversies or this or that to just tie up a game, let alone win the game. But again, not enough from the whole team in general. I think that second half, Rafinha was definitely better. Lewandowski, nothing. Nothing. Again, like I said, with Lamine, he just didn't do much. Pedri, I still think he had a really decent game. He didn't put any bad foots like into that game at all, for at least in my opinion. Martin, useless. Kubarsi and Inigo, I think just wasn't on it today at all. I think Kubarsi had a really not a really good game, but at least a good game. I forgot to say, yo, fuck that Sandro guy for fucking doing that to Balde, bro. Like I don't know how serious that shit was, because I saw like literally in halftime, like, oh, Balde's good. And I saw the news. I'm like, because like obviously Sandro purposely shouldered him in the fucking throw, and he just couldn't get up from that. He just couldn't recover from that on the pitch. Like every time they tried to pick him up, like he was constantly coughing, and then every time they tried to pick him up, he would throw himself back on the ground. So I don't know how serious it was. I don't know if it was just like affecting his airway to through to his head, or he was just feeling dizzy. Something was wrong, obviously, because he couldn't even stand up, and they had to take him out of a stretcher. But he just was constantly coughing. He looked, I don't know, kind of tweaking a little bit, but so fuck that Sandro guy, piece of shit. Obviously, he had to take him out because he was getting cooked by Balde early on. But yeah, obviously, you got to take out the competition like Sergio Ramos in the final against Salah. But that's life. So yeah, in the second half, nothing. I guess we could talk about the controversies. The controversies, obviously, I don't know if the second one is talked about much from what I saw. But the first one for sure was the foul on Kubarsi from that corner kick where he was stepped on from behind. Is it a penalty? Yes. I don't understand VAR. I really don't understand it. You have 4K HD cameras in every angle of the fucking motherfucking pitch. Every fucking angle. And you can't see that he got fouled in there. And the ref was like, we didn't see it. You motherfucking liar. You didn't see it. Your VAR didn't see it. And then minutes later, they literally show a clip with the circle showing how we got clipped from behind. But you didn't see it at the moment. No, you checked it after. Yeah, for sure. Fucking Bardred piece of shit. Yeah. 100% penalty stolen from us. Kubarsi got fouled. The stupid ref, the stupid VAR, fucked us over yet again, and we didn't get the penalty to equalize. But like I said earlier, we can't blame controversies for this loss. We can't at all because that just would have been for the tie, and we were struggling to even tie. So imagine trying to win. Probably wasn't gonna happen. Who knows? But the second one I was talking about was Pau Victor when he ran me. Oh, Pau Victor when he came on, he was pretty decent. He did made some good runs. He was very aggressive. He made one good run where he passed it, squared it to Lewa, who overran his run and fucked it over. Because if he just stood where he needed to stand, like a striker, had some good striker instinct right there, boom, goal. Nope, 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 nope. Also a very good save from Citizen from one of Rafinha's free kick. But the second one I was talking about was Paul Victor made a run into the box from a pass, long pass from Inigo. I think someone made the pass, and he gets pulled from his shirt and he falls. But again, Negrita, Vardred fuckers. Yeah. Well, one thing I saw on Twitter that was hilarious to me, some guy was complaining about Gavi, complaining to the refs and saying, "Oh, look how benefited he is. He doesn't get a yellow for this." Da da da. And he had a Vinicius Junior picture in his profile picture. The guy who screams at refs in their face and doesn't get a yellow until like what, 5 screams later. Okay, all right, buddy. One thing that 100% proved into my game and proved to why he does this a lot. I'm talking about Iñaki Peña. You know how he comes out a lot from his box. He always runs forward to whenever he sees a loose ball to get to it first. You know, we need kudos to him. He does it good enough. But there are also times, multiple times, where he could take a good touch, make a little good one-time pass to one of his teammates. But no, every time we see him clear it. Which, okay, again, I understand because he's not like Ter Stegen who can hold on to the ball or is good with their feet. I know that. But today he tried it. Today he tried something different. He's like, let me not clear it this time. Let me pass it to one of my teammates and fuck the pass up completely. He fucked up the pass. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's why you always clear the ball. You fucking shitbag. All right. I'm trying to remember any other clear chances that we probably had in that first half. I can't really think of any. We just got unlucky so many times that we had some shots that like Pedri had a good shot on to score a goal, but it got blocked. Like we were just very unlucky today. We nothing was working for us, and because again, it wasn't a game where we just got completely dominated either. It was a game where one team took their chances, good chances, and the other team just didn't take any chances and created very little clear chances too. So yeah, it was just a stupid game from us. Stupid game to draw points, and again, very, very, very disappointed. Can't really say much more. Very disappointed because that's 3 games now where we draw points, 2 losses and 1 tie, and now we're pretty much it's in Real Madrid's hands to be leaders again in the league because they got a game in hand and they got another game. I don't know what I'm talking about. They play tomorrow against Getafe at home, and then they have a game in hand. They still have to play Valencia away. So they have the chance not to be top of the league if they win their both games. If they win tomorrow, they'll be 1 point behind us, and if they win their game in hand, then they'll be 2 points ahead of us. Which again, like I said in the last one, was the point of us destroying, humiliating, and embarrassing them at their crib 4-0 if we're just going to completely and utterly bottle it next couple games later. I don't know, but it's not looking too great for Barcelona. Another team I've made fun of multiple times this season, who are currently only 2 points ahead away from us, is Atletico Madrid, who destroyed their team today, 5-0. Real Valladolid. I mean, we destroyed them too, but still, it's just like wow. I've been talking mad shit about Simeone, talking shit about Atletico Madrid, and they're 2 points behind us. We drop points one more time, and they win the next one. They're ahead of us. Okay. Life is great. Life is fucking great. Life is great right now. Life is great. But yeah, that was my opinions for this Barcelona loss to Las Palmas. Not much more of I can say, honestly. Disappointing match. If I were to pick one player maybe to give man of the match to, it's between Rafinha and Kubarsi. That's just my opinion. You can disagree. You can agree, disagree. I don't give a fuck. But yeah, disappointing match. Another point dropped, and now we have to wait and see what happens with Real Madrid tomorrow. Do I think they'll beat Getafe? Probably, yes, maybe. I don't think Mbappe will do anything, but they'll probably most likely win. Hopefully, Getafe just park the fucking bus and don't do anything. We'll see what happens. But yeah, now we all have to play the waiting game because we also have a game on Tuesday. We have a game on Tuesday. We'll see what happens there. We'll see what happens there because it's not looking any easier for us because in the Champions League next we have Borussia Dortmund away from home, which still come now that Lamine is fully back. I'm confident that we will start playing good again. But again, relying on a 17-year-old to for us to play good football is again not an amazing sight for a Barca fan and obviously from the outside. But yeah, that was my opinions for this game. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, I'm going to start doing these Barca talks for every game now instead of just doing it combined two games because again, I think you guys would prefer to see my natural opinions and my natural reaction after the game rather than wait 2 to 3 days later after where I have more time to collect my thoughts and calm down because obviously I was pissed today. I was for sure pissed. Obviously, I reacted a little bit. I'm acting, but yeah, that's life. Um, Again, I hope you guys enjoyed. And congratulations to Barcelona on their 125th anniversary. Congratulations to you guys. Much love to the club, the best club in the world, the best club of all time, Barcelona. Again, congratulations to. No, I already said congratulations to. Yeah, I'm off for his golden boy. Fuck off. Trying to think of any other news. I think that's pretty much it. I think that's pretty much it. Pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. I love your face. Make sure to like, subscribe, favorite, hit the notification bell for every time we upload, and share it to your local Barcelona, Real Madrid haters. Barcelona fans, I'm going to say Real Madrid haters, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Much love. I'll see you on Tuesday, which I 100% will be streaming that match for. Who do we play actually? Fuck me, I forgot. I forgot who we play. I'm unprepared. We play Mallorca away. Away. Away from home. Are you fucking. Alright, we play Mallorca away. So make sure to tune in for that. And yeah, much love. And I'll catch you. Peace.